1946, a cold night in Midtown Manhattan. I'm Detective Sam Goody. I come from a long line of music lovers. I was in my office late that night. I work late every night. I was trying to track down a one-armed man, but I couldn't. I had no leads. I had nowhere to go. I'd spent an arm and a leg trying to track down this guy. I guess that puts him a step ahead of me. Where are you, one-armed man? I looked out my window. Outside it was cold, damp, murky, meeky, and stinky. I thought to myself,
I'd rather be skiing.
I took a whiff of the air. The air can tell you a whole lot of things, and tonight it was telling me one thing. Bad news was right around the corner.
Bad news, get your bad news here.
Thank you. Just as I thought. Bad news was right around the corner.
And then she walked in, the prettiest girl I ever did see.
That's the prettiest girl I ever did see.
As I started to walk toward her, I knew she was trouble.
What's your name, dollface?
Susie H. Trouble.
You're joking.
No.
You're serious. So what seems to be the trouble? Trouble?
I seem to be in a little bit of trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Serious trouble.
Double trouble?
No, single trouble.
Oh, well I can handle that.
I'm looking for the truth.
I'm wearing Superman underwear.
No, I'm looking for the truth about my father. He died in a freak circus accident 15 years ago.
You're joking.
No. If I were joking, I would say, a horse walked into a bar and the bartender said, "Why the long face?"
My Lanta, you're serious. So what can I help you with, Miss Trouble?
Well, like I said, my father died in a freak circus accident 15 years ago.
Oh, so this is where I come in, huh? Stick my neck out on the line, go into the cold, cruel world for the sake of a beautiful girl like you? Well, my Lanta, I'll do it.
Now, I have a picture of him in here somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, it's right here.
Kind of big guy with the long nose?
No, he's the one on top of the elephant.
Oh. I am Private Investigator P.I. I was just checking your vision,
I don't
Miss
mind.
Trouble.
I don't mind being tested, Mr. Goody.
Well, then look at that chart over there.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Other eye.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay, 2020. Try this one on for size. What is the average rainfall in the Amazon basin?
42.86 inches per year.
My Lanta, you're good. So what can I help you with?
Well, my father died in a freak circus accident 15 years ago.
Deja vu. I could have swore I've heard there somewhere before.
I've already told you, Mr. Goody.
Right.
Now, there's just one more clue.
As she leaned in to tell me the clue, I could only think of one thing.
Breath mint?
And with that, Dollface started to walk out of my life. I had to do something quick, so
Susie, wait! You know there's a lot of decaffeinated coffees out there that are just as good as regular coffee?
Goodbye, Mr. Goody.
And with that, Dollface was gone, but she did give me some information to help solve the case. First of all, her father, Jack Ringling, was a big circus tycoon. Second, she admitted she married into trouble, and I mean a whole family of troubles. Her husband, a man named Iman, was a good man, but things didn't work out for Mr. and Mrs. Trouble. They were later divorced, although she kept his last name. To this day, I don't know why. Finally, there was the clue Susie gave me, the clue to help me solve the case. She said her husband only had one arm. Now this makes sense to me. And there it goes again, that one-armed man thing. He pops up in everything I do. So I wondered, how does the detective find a one-armed man? I did the first thing that came to my mind.
One-armed man looking for a one-armed man. Going once? Twice? Come on!
Yelling out of the window like that was like one of my dates. Unproductive, so I decided to do something else. Plan B. I went to the Manhattan Gazette. I took out a want ad. Lonely P.I. seeks soulmate. Wait, no, that's for later.
Hey, it gets lonely at the top. I should know I live on the 54th floor.
I tried again, looking for a one-armed man who loved the circus. Now, why would a one-armed man come to my door? Why would a one-armed man walk through my door? Ah, yes, free donuts. After that, the rest of my day was pointless. No one-armed man came to my door at all. I knew I had to do something quick. But then it happened. Late in the evening, what should I explore but someone tapping on my chamber door. Nevermore when someone knocks on a P.I.'s door. It could be dangerous, so I did what every P.I. would do. I took out my piece.
Hey, I've been looking for that.
So I inched toward the door, slowly, carefully, not knowing who could be there. I tiptoed. I danced. I leaped. I put my left arm in. I put my left arm out. I put my left arm in, and I shook it all about. I did the hokey pokey and turned myself around, because that's what it was all about.
I didn't order any pizza.
Trouble with sending me pizza? That could only mean one thing. Free pizza. Then came another knock on my door.
Where's the door? Compliments of Miss Trouble.
Chinese food and pizza? I can only think of 2 words. Pepto-Bismol. Then came yet another knock on my door.
Pepto-Bismol, compliments of Miss Trouble.
As I looked over my food, I did something a PI should never do. That's right, I left my door open. When you leave your door open, you never know what kind of Tom, Dick, or Harry will walk through.
Hello?
What's your name?
Harry. Tom, Dick, Harry.
You're joking.
No.
The jig is up. Spill the beans. No, not on the floor. I just mopped. Let the cat out of the bag. No, not in here. I'm allergic to those things. Start singing like a canary. No, stop taking me literally. The jig is up. What do you want?
I have some information that may help you find what you need.
What do you know about Susie H. Trouble and her father that died in a freak circus accident 15 years ago? You okay?
No, I have a cold.
Okay. All right. Oh, you look like a plumber. Is that what you're here for?
What are you talking about? I'm only the plumber. You must be talking about Mr. Ringling.
Maybe, maybe not.
Come closer. 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 No. Sorry. Mr. Ringling died in a circus accident 5 years ago. He was trying to save her life because right in the circus act, an elephant was about to step on her, but he jumped in and pushed her out of the way and saved her life.
That's a gruesome story. How am I supposed to tell a girl like Miss Trouble that her dad got stepped on by an elephant?
Well, you should tell her that she should live her life and live it abundantly because her father gave up his life for hers.
You're right. You're right.
Zinc?
What?
Zinc. I need zinc. I have to go do a plumbing job on the 52nd floor.
Oh,
Before I
okay.
go work my shift at the convenience store from 7 to 11.
Oh, yeah, well, you go to the elevator and down the stairs, to your left. That's where you gotta go. It's community.
Thank you.
Before I could blink an eye, Dollface walked in again.
So what do you find out, Mr. Goody?
Bad news. Doesn't look like the Yankees are gonna win the pennant this year.
My father, Mr. Goody?
Oh, he died in a freak circus accident 15 years ago.
Tell me something I don't know.
I sleep with a teddy bear.
Mr. Goody, my father?
Her father, she wanted to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. I turned around, and then it hit me. My land said she's beautiful. There was no consequence of that right now. Right now she needed words from me, words that would heal her soul.
You know, I know what your father would say if he was still alive today. He would say that he loves you. He always did love you, and that he laid down his life so you could live.
Really?
Yes.
It feels really good to be loved by a father. Thank you, Mr. Goody.
Oh, and Susie, if you ever need someone to love you, take care of you, and when we get old, sit on the porch, I think you know where to look.
I do. Tom, Dick, Harry is a wonderful man. He taught me how to make a Slurpee. Good day. Hi. This time.
And with that, the case of Mr. Ringling was closed. There were many things still running through my mind. I kept thinking about the one-armed man. What did the one-armed man mean to my life? Now I knew who he was. He was Trouble. But how could I ever find him? I tell you, in that moment in my office, I felt like a fugitive. And then there was Susie H. Trouble. Well, she ended up marrying Tom, Dick, Harry. And by the way, Tom, Dick, Harry's last name was Barnum. And his best friend name was Bailey. Still, the legend of Mr. Ringling and his circus continues, if you catch my drift. Well, that's my job, 7 days a week. I work in this PI's office. To some people, I'm a hero. To others, I'm just a lonely PI still searching for a soulmate. And the one-armed man named I'm in trouble. I used to say that trouble would always find me, but now I guess you could say I'm the one